Alrighty, so let's talk about nutrients. Nutrients help keep you alive, and without them, you go bye-bye. You know, that's a grim start to the video. Let's do a take two. Today we're talking about nutrients, and I'm wearing this t-shirt from Infinity War because the best way I can summarize nutrients is by using the Infinity Gauntlet. You know, there's 6 stones. There's 6 key nutrients. To rattle them off all quickly, it's protein, carbohydrates, fats, vitamins, minerals, and water. Think of the stones like the stones are important for the snap. These nutrients are important for you to snap, aka for you to live. Not my best analogy, but you get the point. So we'll get started off with our 3 macronutrients, which are protein, carbs, and fats. They're macronutrients because you have to eat these nutrients in a somewhat large amount. And let's get started out with protein. Protein can be defined as amino acids linked together by polypeptide chains, and I'm probably speaking another language right now. Proteins are almost like the Bob the Builders. They help with repairing tissues. They do help when it comes to building lean muscle. They help with immunity, carrying out messages. They even have a role in DNA production. There's tons and tons of examples of protein. You may think of eggs, you may think of chicken breasts, you may think of egg whites, even macaroni and cheese, certain breads, cereals have proteins in them. Multiple examples to find protein. There's whey protein, yogurt, milk, a lot. And health experts recommend eating about 1 gram of protein per 0.5 or 0.6 pound of body weight. Wow, that's a tongue twister. I think this is true if you're the average Joe, but for those who are athletes, those who are bodybuilders, powerlifters, those who spend a lot of time fatiguing their muscles, the number that I like to use for eating protein is about 1 gram per pound of body weight. I'll link studies and articles down below, but going a little bit higher on the protein can help with properly repairing your tissue. Protein has also been shown to help with hunger control. I can attest to this. In my past, when I was losing weight, I would eat more protein to keep me full. One more thing about protein, if you want to keep track of the protein and the amount of protein that you're eating, you can always use a calorie tracking app or a website to make sure you're eating the proper amount of grams for your body weight and for your activity level. Now on to our next infinity stone, which would be the space stone, aka carbohydrates. Now it's not uncommon for people to have this disdain about carbs. Remember, carbs are nutrients and they're essential for you to live and to snap. Even vegetables still have carbs in them. There's 3 main different sections of carbs. There's starches, there's sugars, and there's fiber. The starches are the so-called complex carbohydrates. You may think of rice, oatmeal, English muffins, whole wheat pasta. There's the simple sugars, which might be in like the white bread or just a sugar by itself. And then there's also fiber. For fiber, you can think of cereals. Health experts will recommend that you eat more complex carbohydrates versus the simple carbohydrates. However, they're still important when it comes to energy. Even fiber. Fiber is important when it comes to digestion. 45 to 65% of your total calories should come from carbs. And for carbs, it can range from 200 to 300 or 150 to 300. It depends on playing around with carbs and seeing how they affect you. So carbs are really a source of power and a source of energy, and they're nothing to be scared of. And our last macronutrient is going to be fat, aka lipids. And lipids are actually another form of energy. Now they store more concentrated energy. In fact, proteins and carbs contain about 4 calories per gram, but it's fat that contains about 9 calories per gram. It also does more than just hold energy. It's used for heat, hormones, it's stored around your organs. It even helps carrying out other nutrients throughout the body. Since it has stored energy or stored calories, fats are consumed a lot less than protein and carbs. You know, trans fats are not the healthiest. They're found in fried foods. Now, as far as unsaturated fat and saturated fat, that is just some mental gymnastics. It's a headache and it drives me cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But the rule of thumb that I like to use is I try to eat more unsaturated fats versus saturated fat. For example, maybe you use something like olive oil, which is an unsaturated fat, versus butter, which is a saturated fat. Health experts say that 20 to 35% of your calories should come from fat. So you can use the calorie app, or you can use a website for calculating the amount of macronutrients that you need based on your body weight and based on your activity level. We got done with the macronutrients. Now let's move on to our micronutrients. aka vitamins and minerals. So even though these are micronutrients, they're still essential nutrients that we need in order to survive. In fact, I'm quoting here, but there's about 30 vitamins, minerals, and dietary components that your body needs but cannot manufacture on its own in sufficient amounts. Basically, vitamins, they perform hundreds of roles. They shore up bones, heal wounds, they can even bolster your immune system. They convert food into energy and repair cellular damage. And without vitamins, a lot of bad stuff happens. You think about blindness that results from not enough vitamin A, or rickets without vitamin D. All these illnesses can result from your body not having the essential nutrients it needs to help with repairing tissues, repairing bones. These micronutrients are absorbed in everyday life, and some of them are found in the food that we eat. For example, calcium can be found in milk. Potassium can be found in like sweet potatoes, but there's also stuff that you have to get via a multivitamin, or you can do gummy vitamins too. You can be prescribed vitamins if you have a certain deficiency. For example, for a long time, I didn't have enough vitamin B12, so I had to be prescribed these little tablets that I took that contributed to me getting enough vitamins. But yeah, let's think of vitamins as the soul stone and minerals as the time stone. Let's go with that there. There's one more stone or nutrient left that we have to cover. You may not think about water as a nutrient, but it contributes to a whole lot of stuff. For example, without enough water, the macronutrients you eat and the micronutrients you eat can't properly fulfill their roles. In fact, here's 16 reasons why water is important. Water helps with flushing out waste, regulates body temperature, protects your tissues, spinal cord, and joints. Hydration helps with your daily and physical tasks, helps with illness, helps boost energy, used in cognitive function. It even helps keep your skin bright, which, moving on. So that's that final stone that you need to initiate the SNAP, aka living, breathing, functioning. All this stuff comes about with these 6 nutrients, aka these 6 infinity stones. This was a really I don't know how this video is gonna go. I tried to dedicate a couple minutes to each nutrient, but that's gonna be a long time. So I had to gloss over a lot of stuff. I'll probably make one video dedicated to just each macronutrient, and then I'll probably make a video about micronutrients and water combined. We'll see how it goes. That's pretty much it. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, you can give it a heart. If you have more questions or more concerns about nutrients and you want to talk more down below, let me know. If you really enjoyed the video, you can share it. And if you're feeling froggy, you can do all 3. But with that being said, that is it. Remember to stay mentally fit, emotionally fit, and physically fit. And I will see you all in the next video.